Alice was a curious little girl who loved bedtime stories about fairies, unicorns, and magical lands. One evening, as she lay in bed staring at the twinkling stars, she made a wish. "I wish I could visit Fairyland just once," she whispered. Suddenly, a soft glow filled her room, and a tiny, sparkling fairy appeared. "Your wish has been granted," the fairy said with a giggle, sprinkling golden dust over Alice. Before she knew it, Alice was floating in the air, drifting toward a land of magic. When she opened her eyes, she found herself in the middle of an enchanted meadow. The grass shimmered like emeralds, and colourful butterflies with glittery wings flitted around. Tiny fairies in dresses made of flower petals zoomed past, laughing and singing. "Welcome to Fairyland, Alice," a fairy with pink wings greeted her. "I'm Rosie and I'll show you around." Rosie led Alice through the fairy market, where glowing fruits, sparkling candies, and magical wands were sold. Alice marvelled at tiny gnomes selling rainbow-coloured potions and elves crafting golden shoes for dancing fairies. "Would you like a taste of our giggleberries?" a kind fairy vendor asked. Alice took a bite and burst into a fit of giggles. She couldn't stop laughing. Next, they visited the Crystal Falls, where the water glowed in shades of blue and purple. "This is the wishing waterfall," Rosie explained. "If you toss a petal into it, your kindest wish will come true." Alice plucked a tiny flower and whispered, "I wish to always remember this magical place." She tossed the petal into the water, which sparkled even brighter for a moment. As they wandered further, they heard a worried voice. A tiny fairy named Pip had lost his way back home. Alice immediately offered to help. She and Rosie searched through mushroom forests and candy cane bridges until they finally found Pip's home near a golden sunflower. "Thank you, Alice," Pip said, his little wings fluttering happily. Just then, the sky turned a soft pink, and Rosie sighed. "It's almost time for you to go home." Alice felt a pang of sadness, but Rosie handed her a tiny vial filled with sparkling dust. "A gift from Fairyland. Whenever you need a little magic, just open it and we'll be with you." With one last sprinkle of fairy dust, Alice felt herself floating again. When she opened her eyes, she was back in her bed, the morning sun peeking through her window. Had it all been a dream? But then she saw the tiny vial of sparkling dust on her nightstand and smiled. She knew in her heart that Fairyland was real, and she would always carry a little bit of its magic with her.